I'm pulling up pretty, I'm all through the city. It's like Lou, ayy. I pull up designer, he want my, he call out the like Lou, ayy. You goofies ain't getting no, I'm rocking out Gucci like, ayy. Quit thinking I'm stupid, the only that knew me like, look, ayy, yeah, 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 look. Name another with a flow like this. Can't nobody do the go like this. With a glow like this. And a like this. Can't nobody drop it low like this. Get dough like this. 10 toes like this. Hit him with the finger roll like this. Can I roll right quick? Can I blow right quick? Now you know you had to froze that red. With the C-A-D-I. Double L, take them to the hotel. Oh well. Throw it on my kitchen like Odell. So I pull up with the cheese, no rotel. Double L, AC. With the rock, no.
This is Kevin Harlan. I'll be joined by Greg Anthony, Tim Legler, and we'll be hearing from our reporter, Allie LaForce, in the sidelines as well. For the Denver Nuggets, they come into tonight's game after the loss to the Oklahoma City Thunder. Here's Jerome. Lively with the screen. Here's Reeves. Shot clock at 5. And he banks in the layup. Well, Greg, I hope you're ready. We're going to be cranking our heads back and forth, watching these teams race up and down the floor all game long.
And this is the definition of an exciting matchup. Don't be shocked if the 24-second clock doesn't come into play. They like to keep the pace fast.
Knocks down the 3-ball.
And that bucket by KD is why he is so lethal. Durant can straight up save possession.
On the wing, Reeves. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Reeves has got his second bucket of the night.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from Reigns.
Yeah, he was so ready to answer that. These teams are just battling.
Giddey. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
And if he sniffs the rim, he's attacking. Giddey not messing around when he gets in close like that.
Stolen away. Now Kamara. Durant drawing the double team. It's deflected. Denver passing it around. Just 4 to shoot. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. They get the rebound. And here's the fast break. Randall leading it all the way. That one's off. He starts the game with a miss. And Reeves comes to help. Here's Sarr.
Most of Sarr's best work is done at the rim. Look at him just throwing it down with ease.
Jerome with it. Reeves outside. 6 on the shot clock. For the 3. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
Well, my feeling is you just want to make sure it's called consistently both ways.
And we saw last season the Nuggets GA in the final week of the regular season making a coaching change and a shift in their front office.
A pretty rare situation. See? Seems like there's been a power struggle, and rather than choosing sides, the decision was to just make a fresh start.
And it's good, 2 points.
And when you start out shooting 80% or better as a team, you start to feel yourself a little bit, and that feeling is good.
To end the drought, Williams with the block.
The reach of Williams is outstanding. He uses it to perfection to deny shooters.
Now here's Durant. Off the mark with the outside fadeaway. Here's Flag. And the foul called on Toumani Camara. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Here's Reeves. 5 points in the game. To the inside. And the foul called on Porzingis. That is his first foul of the game.
First personal foul.
Here's Randall. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
And how about the touch there inside? And that's where Randall likes to get the ball, and you can see why.
Barnes outside. Pass to Giddey. 5 on the clock. And here's Porzingis. Shoots over Lively. Porzingis can't hit. Now Jerome. Nothing on the board. Now Reeves. Wants to get it to Randall and does. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. And a wide open look for Flag. Hits the three-point bomb.
Ready for the feed. Cooper Flag is a player. You have to run off that shot.
Now here's Giddey. Porzingis inside. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. And new leadership for the Pelicans. Greg looking to create a tough, no-excuses mindset.
And at the risk of making excuses, injuries are what held this team back last season. So some of that toughness might be best reflected in their ability to just stay on the court.
Pass to Jerome. Here's Flag. Now Lively, covered by Barnes. Lively, that's good.
Well, they're trying to take command of this game, but it's been competitive so far.
We see this in the NBA all the time. It is very difficult to keep a lead in this league.
Now here's Durant. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. KD's got 5.
Oh, the seasoned veteran there, Durant, able to knock down those looks with the shot clock running down.
Reeves into the lane. Randall right side. Here's Jerome. They grab their own miss. It's good on the putback. And the Pelicans lead by 2.
Oh, what terrific hustle. He's got a nose for the rebound.
Craig, he's ferocious when the ball goes up. Now here's Durant. He has 5. The fadeaway. Pelicans pull it in. Jerome with it. Pass to Randall. Back to Jerome. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. Here's Lively. Porzingis with the rebound.
Well, coaches really appreciate when guys defend with that kind of effort. Just a fantastic job protecting the rim.
Durant in the corner. Sinks the three-pointer. Durant's got a couple of threes now in the first for the Nuggets.
The defense just has no answers for him right now. With each made basket, the more his confidence continues to grow.
So David Adelman decided to call a timeout here. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. So it's both teams making substitutions here.
Substitution on the court.
Denver with the ball. Here's Gillespie. From deep, Trent buries it from three-point range.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triplet.
Monk outside. Denver grabs the miss. Pass to Reed. On the wing, Barnes. Stolen by Wade. And here is Monk. In the corner, Middleton with it. And stolen by Barnes. Pass to Gillespie. There's 49 seconds left to play here in the first. Back to Barnes. Clock at 6. Another three for Denver.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Now Monk. Scoreless thus far. Will it go? And it's Reed pulling it down. The Nuggets lead by 7. Here's Gillespie. Got it off in time. And so it's Kevin Durant making headlines and highlights for Denver. He notched 8 points in the quarter.
Pelicans 14.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Denver?
They've looked to fire as much as possible from outside the arc, and so far they are hitting at a high clip.
Well, from the start, they've been making quality passes offensively, and that is reflected in their assist numbers.
Out of bounds, New Orleans will take possession.
New Orleans ball.
Pelicans trail by 7. Pass to Larson. Back to Monk. Shoots. Misses off the right iron.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
And Tim, watching Alex Czar, it's clear he can be a defensive game changer.
Well, his versatility is what jumps out at you, Kevin. Able to guard the three-point line and protect the rim. He's everything you want in a shot blocker. Timing, length, and verticality.
Pass to Reed. And he uses the glass on the layup. Reed's got his first bucket of the night.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Monk looking around. No good from outside. Denver leading by 6. Here's Gillespie. No good with the triple. And Monk has got the ball here for New Orleans. Pass to Larson. Back to Monk. They double him with Shaw. Just 5 to shoot. And pushing it up. Here's Denver. Trent with it. Now guarded by Middleton. And Shaw throws it down.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
What a great sequence. You gotta love the effort. That's big time.
Pass to Larson. Now, here is Reed. Here's Gillespie. He's covered by Cornette. Denver passing it around. Stolen by Middleton. Here's Larson. Rebound by Okogie.
And battling hard on the glass, they hold the advantage here so far.
Pass to Reed. Trent outside. Now Saar. 4 on the clock. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Pelicans trail by 8. Here's Larson. Back to Monk. To end the cold streak. Hands it from downtown.
Defensive foul.
Was starting to stretch the floor. That's 2 triples for him this quarter.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here.
And he was dialed in at the line a season ago, 87% from the line.
Pass to Kamare. Durant raising up.
Look at KD throwing it down, not giving the defense any opportunity there.
Monk outside. Middleton outside. They set the pick. Back to Monk. There's the triple. The basket is good. That's his 6th attempt and his 3rd make.
He is totally locked in offensively and doing everything he can to bring his team back.
Outside, KD. Here's the 3. Monk grabs the board.
He's cooled down a little bit after draining those 2 3-pointers in the first quarter.
Pass to Larson. That doesn't go on the chance to tie. The Nuggets leading by 3. Outside, KD. And KD throws it down.
Nothing to see here, folks. Just another tremendous scoring night from Durant.
Monk outside. Pass to Middleton. And here is Monk. Kitty defending. Back Back to Cornet. Over Porzingis. Porzingis with the rebound. So David Adelman's decided to call a timeout here. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. You often hear that the skill level in the league has never been higher, Greg, and some say this is the peak of the game. What do you think?
And I'll tell you this, Kevin, I'm not complaining. If the league can improve upon this, the sky is really the limit.
Here's Giddey. Jerome with the rebound. Pelicans trail by 5. Reeves outside. And blocked the ball with his palm. What a defensive play. Giddey with it. Right side Porzingis. Now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
And nice use of size by Porzingis inside, able to practically play on top of the D.
Reeves outside. And the Pelicans miss again. The Nuggets leading by 7. Pass to Giddey. Back to Porzingis. Fades and shoots. 2 points. That one goes. Porzingis has got 4 points this quarter.
A sensational shooter. Porzingis really is a unicorn.
Picked by Randall. Shoots over Kamara. Here's Flag. Another miss, and they've really hit a rough patch here. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit. Right. That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Here's Giddey. That's good, and he's now 3 for 4 from the field.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
Pass to Randall. Here's Robinson. Now Flag. Tries again. Now here is Robinson. And again, New Orleans has no up.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Giddey surveying the D. Jacks up a 3. Julius Randle with the rebound. Greg, we have another up-and-comer from down under, Josh Giddey.
I mean, a lot of young talent coming to the NBA by way of Australia. There are great skill development programs showing in Giddey, who stands 6'8", but plays like a small point guard.
Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Hey. It was a lost season for the New Orleans Pelicans. Continued injury troubles derailing a team that, when healthy, looked capable of a top seed, leaving some wondering whether a curse needed lifting. But with some draft help and a still talented roster, the hope is this will be the year. Guys, back to you.
All right, Allie, thanks a lot. Pass to Flag. Angle right side. New Orleans moving the ball around. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And what you love about Cooper Flag, GA, he's committed with playing the game the right way.
Yeah, I mean, even back in middle school, we would binge watch the '86 Celtics, a team known for its high IQ.
Yeah, he was overthinking that. He's usually automatic from the line.
Denver leading by 11. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Song. That shot off. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. From downtown. And so it's the Denver Nuggets. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. They've been playing some ferocious defense. Back to the action in just a minute. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Outside Durant. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Second personal foul.
And now that we are witnessing the tail end of Kevin Durant's illustrious career, Tim, talk about his legacy.
Well, Kevin, without question, this is one of the all-time greats. Arguably the most effortless scorer the game has ever seen. Quite simply, he is one of one.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Now, Flag. No one near Reeves as he lets it go. No good on the triple. KD with it. Now defended by Flag. Pass to Gillespie. From past the arc. It's rebounded by New Orleans.
Yeah, so many times we will see shooters of any caliber miss that wide open three.
Here's Jerome. Still yet to score. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And here's Reeves outside. And Sarr pulls it down.
Well, his poor shooting hasn't helped them much, but you can't point the finger solely at him for why they're behind.
And here is Durant. 12 points for him. Kevin Durant, bullseye. Money on the three.
That's a scary sight for the defense. The last thing you want is for Durant to find his rhythm from downtown.
Denver leading by 14. Here's Gillespie. Right wing. Fires from deep. Sarr's shot is off. And here are the Pelicans. Nothing yet for them in the third quarter. Jerome with it. And to get open is Robinson. And that one is good from Jerome.
That's their first make out of 5 attempts. It's got to be a relief.
And there's the call on Ty Jerome. That'll be his second foul of the game. Outside Durant. Over Flag. And the shot no good, a bit short.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
The Nuggets leading by 12. Outside for Durant. KD draws the double. Shot clock at 6. Here's Sarr. And Sarr throws it down.
And those are the kinds of plays that are just killing them right now.
Jerome deciding where to go with it. No good on the three. outside Durant. Takes the three. Scores the bucket. He's 7 for 11 and continues to look good. Oh, boy, looks like he was injured there.
And that's the one thing you just really can't control or even guard against, and that's injury.
And depending on the severity of that, it could be next man up mentality.
So David Adelman's decided to call a timeout here. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. Both teams will make substitutions. Denver leading by 17. Barnes outside. Here's Gillespie. Still scoreless.
The defense doing just enough there to affect that shot.
Out of bounds, Pelicans ball as New Orleans keeps possession.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
Yeah, that'll give them something to think about.
Here's Monk. And a miss there off the inbound.
Well, he usually brings range from there, but not this time.
Pass to Barnes. A three. And Chris Middleton pulls it down. Pelicans trailed by 17. New Orleans moving it around. They get it back. On the wing, Jackson. The putback. The Nuggets leading by 17. Here's Gillespie to the wing right side. Porzingis is double. 5 to shoot. Here's Trent. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. Trent's got 5 points so far.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, the way this game has gone, I'm actually not surprised it was that easy for him.
That one falls. Porzingis has got his 3rd bucket of the night. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Nuggets.
All game long, they've had active hands and really out in the passing lanes. And that aggression on defense has resulted in a ton of steals.
And they've taken advantage of the turnovers they've created, pushing it every chance they get. So much easier to score when you get early looks.
It's up a 3. Rebounded by Jackson.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Here's Monk. No good, unable to end this run. The Nuggets leading by 21. And Barnes gets double teamed. Outside, Porzingis. Takes it off the glass. Porzingis has got 4 this quarter.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Yeah, he found some room there along the baseline, some space at the rim, goes right up and puts it in without resistance.
Pass to Barnes. Here's Gillespie. Launches a 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Well, the defense needs to be better there. They gave way too much space.
And we talk about Middleton's accurate shooting often, but they are reminding us of his dunking ability as well.
Here's Gillespie. Out to Porzingis. The dunk by Porzingis.
Really unacceptable letting Porzingis get that kind of positioning. Once he's established, it's over. Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Here's Gillespie. And the 3 off target.
Struggling to get it going out there right now. I think he's pressing just a little bit too much.
Here's Saroff. Puts up a deep 3. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. So David Adelman's decided to call a timeout here. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. And the Pelicans making a change here. 1:35 left in the third. Pass to Durant. Over Monk. KD's shot is off. And Jerome has got the ball here for New Orleans. And no questioning the greatness of Kevin Durant. But, Greg, trying to get back into championship contention.
Yeah, and since his 2 titles with the Warriors, disappointment with the Nets and Suns, can he get a shot at another ring?
Just 5 on the clock. And he gets it to go. KD's got 20 points.
He has been in a great flow tonight, converting at a high rate.
Down low. From deep. It falls for basket number 9 from the field. He's taken 14 shots to get there.
And you can just see his confidence is rising. Bucket after bucket from long range. And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
And Durant gets double teamed. Mr. Kamare. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off the shot. 24-second violation. There's 10 seconds left to play in the third. And so it's Kevin Durant making headlines and highlights for the Denver Nuggets. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter.
New Orleans 30s.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Here's Jerome. Lets it go with a 3. That shot off the mark. And so here's Denver. Now here's Giddey. Pass to Okogie. Now here is Reed. He's covered by Cornette. Reed misses.
Yeah, and you expect him to make that one. I'm sure he expects it as well.
Now Cornette. Over Reed. Cornette can't get it to go. Greg, one thing that doesn't show up in the box score, and maybe should, screen assists. They're a big part of the game.
Without question. I mean, the art of setting a great screen, I think, is underappreciated. Giving those guys their just due with the screen assist on a made bucket is, I'm fine with that.
Jerome with it. Over Giddey. Jerome, good.
Now that one went in, but I don't think that's a shot they want to rely on.
Pass to Reed. Now Giddey. In the corner, Kamara with it. Off target from outside. Monk outside. Now Middleton. Back to Monk. Here we go, one-on-one. Here's Kamara. There's a screen by Kamara. 6 to shoot. Giddey, no one around him. Pelicans with the rebound.
Yeah, and that's a shot he'll make 90% of the time. He just couldn't get it to go right there.
Three-pointer. He can't get that one.
And all the credit goes to the defender. Very hard to contest threes without fouling.
Pass to Kamare. On the wing, Giddey. Tim, the NBA is always changing, but any predictions for the league that you kind of feel we're going to see around the corner?
Yeah, Kevin, I just think the influx and the impact of international players is going to be even stronger going forward. I think a lot of guys have seen the success that those players have had in the NBA, and hopefully it inspires even more great players internationally to want to play this great game.
And for a short time, you played overseas. You saw a lot of them firsthand.
I sure did, and I was in France well before the French influx really hit this league, but I knew then that was the goal.
High, arcing shot. It's deflected. Middleton right side. And here's Randall. Pass to Jerome. That three off the mark.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. And the Nuggets making a change here. They're making this a runaway.
And the only question for me right now is just how big the lead will eventually become.
A moment for an injury report.
Guys, I caught up with the head athletic trainer for New Orleans. They told me it's a collapsed lung, a serious situation, and we're all hoping that he's okay. So this team is starting the year off with some tough news. But if there's a silver lining, it's a long season, so they have plenty of time to make the necessary adjustments.
Allie, thanks as always. We appreciate the report.
And I'm sure the training staff is doing everything they can to ensure he's back out there as quickly as possible.
Three-pointer, Randall. It's hauled in by the Nuggets.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
And he doesn't have to do it alone. He's got 4 teammates on the floor.
Pass to Branham. Power down with both hands.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finished hard with 2 hands on that stuff. Middleton outside. The drive by Monk. Tries the spin move. Scores off the spin.
And I think it's going to be crucial that Monk continues to work on his playmaking ability. When he's dribbling the ball like that, he is tough to stop.
On the wing, Barnes. Now Eubanks. And that one, good.
And that is a high-quality shot. You will take it every time from that close.
Cornette can't get it to go.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Here's Branham. Pass to Gillespie. Randall with the block.
When Randall is engaged defensively, he can make some spectacular plays and really brings an intimidation factor to the game.
Here are the Pelicans with the ball. They've allowed just 7 points here in the 4th quarter. to the middle. Barnes outside. And he lays it straight in.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Jerome with it. So when you look at different approaches to player recovery, from load management, say, Tim, to rub some dirt on it and get back in there, where do you stand on all of that?
Well, I do think teams have done a better job of trying to make sure players are protected from themselves and make sure they're getting enough rest. But I also think there are times guys should be allowed to play through certain types of minor injuries.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
Gillespie, that's good.
Yeah, I love that. He comes off the pick and takes it right to the hole.
Now Cornette. Over Eubanks. And misses it off the right side of the rim. They are in complete control.
This is the ultimate definition of the zone. Everything they've done has worked.
It's Trent on the wing. Over in the corner, Barnes. And a miss there on the triple. And Monk has got the ball here for New Orleans. There's a minute 40 left in the fourth. Here's Gillespie. The three. Jerome with the rebound.
It's just not his night from the three. But this is exactly why you can't live and die by that shot.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Nuggets.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And so with this, they'll end up with their second win on the year. And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for KD.
Well, he had a lot of success making plays for his team and breaking down the defense.
There's 37 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. And there's the call on Ty Jerome. That's his third foul of the game.
Yeah, clearly a foul of frustration right there.
Now, here's Trent. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
Pelicans ball.
Knocks it loose. 17 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Randall. "11 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Gillespie. And so it's Denver taking care of business in this. It was a tale of two teams tonight.
From out our business, please. Yeah, I get a flight right now for you and your friends and them. Yeah, trying to come introduce you to my city. You my baby, huh? You know good girls who don't come outside get cheated on. You know when we come to your city, we turn your city up. You know SI wasn't enough, we want them VVs, huh? Them ain't no VVs. to come outside now. I'm trying to go round for round. I'm trying to go tit for tat. I'm treating like safety net. No strings attached. Alright, I'm outside. Where you at? Alright, I'm making my head is mad. Yeah, when I'm in Miami, foreign whip, go Panamera. On the gutter, we treat bad. We make bad. I know she a savage. She recording it. Keep that bum from out our business, love. Yeah, keep your bum friends from out our business, please. Yeah, I get a flight right now for you and your friends and them. Yeah.